although it's probably something, it probably more things that I need to talk about in your impromptu. But let's talk about Schubert first, and especially I will see you tomorrow too. So you know that, right? Okay, good. Let me still go in there. Grab my music. So on the second note, let me put that. Good. I will bring to you. So start from the beginning of Schubert. I will stop you right now. What? Stop here. All right. I like your beginning. The only thing I would like you to consider is, could you bring the sound down tiny a little bit? Okay. It's almost like whispering, but it's not. The sound have to project, but just a very calm, very, very calm projecting. All right? Okay, good try it. Tiny little less voicing on the top, but still need to be consistent. You still need to voice it, just tiny little less. Okay. Okay, that's all right. So right now, so far you played 3 notes, not very consistent yet, but that's okay. All right, listen to the sound. All right, so one more time. Because of the soft sound, you got to control how slow your arm move down. Okay, and try to find a speed to make the sound you need. That's especially when you perform on a piano. You don't do that often, like on the stage. So using that trial time to find a good touch for the tone. All right. You know what? I like this tone better, but could you have the top note tiny little more than you did this time? Keep quiet. That was good. No one. That's it. Just like this. Okay. Now, a very quiet sound with tiny little voice on the top. And on top of that, stay consistent. Okay? All right. So now, one more time. If I don't stop you, keep going. Here's another thing I'm wondering. When you played the beginning part, did you count?
Yeah.
Better be. All right? Okay. So in other words, before you start to play, you got to know how fast you need to do. You want to do, not you need to do, you want to do. Okay. How fast you're going to play. All right. And then, so set up that tempo in your mind before you start to play. Okay. All right. So one more time, please. Yeah. Take your time. Don't rush to start. when you play this mezzo forte part, you can do slightly more, all right? And then that will ease you to drop and create more difference there, okay? All right, so stop on here. Good job. With your left hand's help. Good, very good. Okay, could you play this chord one more time? I actually like what you did this time, but however, let me tell you, the tone of this one. Yes, I do need a top note. I also need a bottom too. So in other words, I need a bottom to support that top note. We don't want the sound just too empty, too thick. All right? Okay, try just from here. Good job. Oh, that's right. I know. Okay, so here, da, da, all the way to here. Is that da, da, di? All right, so all the way through. Start from here. Simply go down. Okay, don't go up on that A sharp. So this one you can do more, of course. Then you all the way down. So then you can even take tiny little time. Then totally change. So on so forth. Okay, all right, yeah. So how about start from here? One more time. You did a very good job here, and also very good job here. But make sure this one has to go down. Okay, all right. So in other words, simply shape it up. Okay, all right. Once again from here. Okay. Remember I put a little bit something over here? So after you do that, you notice what I did? Tiny little stretch there. Okay, all right. So create create the feeling is a little more what 怎么说？突然英文不会说。What's the word? Ah. All right, never mind. Jeez. So here. All right, okay. So start from here. The piano is easy. You did it, but a little bit too much. Don't wait for too long. If you wait for too long, it sounds like you forgot how you forgot how to play that note. All right, okay. So one more time, please. Good job. Very good. Keep going. Relax. Good. Very good. Keep going. Keep going up. Start here. Every time when you get to this part of the phrase, no matter here or there, so many places, all right. So your phrase start very well. That one. Every time when you go down, that's where you need to release the tension, you need to create a more relaxed feeling. So I imply take tiny little time, but very tiny. Don't overdo. Okay. So when you do that. Right, so on and so forth. Understand what I mean? All right. So when so feel that. Sometimes rubato is something you need to feel. In other words, if that's a place you feel, you need to stretch the tempo a little bit to relax down everything, relax down all the tension you just build up. Then you just need to do this, but you don't do too much though. All right, stop. Don't worry. All right. So you don't need to do any crescendo before you reach this point. Understand what I mean? Okay. So you still need to release the tension. Then All right. So start from there. It's okay. Release the tension. Stop here. No, I wrote. So what does that word? That Noah tried to remind himself.
Climax.
That's the climax. Don't do. All right. So build up all the way to this. Okay. Then understand what I mean? Okay. All right. Start from here. All right. When you do this, that one, followed by. All right. First, your touch have to be very consistent. Look at my hand. I will do this way. All right. So you see, I'm doing the same thing, same way. Although I'm shaping down, I'm doing the same way. So from more going less. All right. The only difference is, my touch from more into the deep, slightly go shallower, but not too shallow. Okay. All right. Second thing is the pedal. So that one. I forgot. Okay. So that one. So when you play here, if you can kind of shape the bass away, that's okay. But however, make sure you don't tend to. All right. That means at the end you release the pedal a little too soon, and then the last one sounds so different from the previous one. Okay. So here. So what I do is I actually shake the pedal a little bit so I don't have too much this left. Okay, but a little bit there is okay. All right. Or if you want to do this, you change the pedal. You really get rid of it. Either way is fine. But this is a little trickier because look at me. For example, if I need to get rid of it, I probably need to hold this one a little longer than others to make sure it's not gonna turn to like this. Okay, all right. So maybe you don't have to do this. You just do a and just kind of shaking that a little bit, but make sure I don't completely let it go. Otherwise, that's just suddenly get dry. Understand what I mean? Try. Yeah, stop. May I hear you play one more time? Still from here. So the first one can be the most, this one has to be less, this one has to be the least. Okay, one second. The transition here to turn to the next part kind of a little more upbeat, a little more lively. But however, don't rush over here. You can gradually use this measure to get to the tempo you want, but don't rush there. Okay? All right, stop on here. That's right. Good job. Very good. Keep going. All right, Noah, could you play with metronome from here? Why I asked you to use metronome to play?
I play too fast.
Exactly. Not only you play too fast, and when you run this tempo, and do you find out right now when you play slower, you are so not used to it, and then that become harder for you,
Yeah.
right? You know what that means? Yeah. If we play slow, we feel playing slower is harder than playing fast. That means something wrong is there. What is that? That means you actually didn't play those notes clearly, but you just glide. All right, so that's actually the reason why. So most of the time when I give you pieces, and I always ask you to play in a range of the tempo to practice from slow to fast, something like that. It's just to keep from this kind of issue happen. Okay. In this piece, however, I know I didn't ask you to do this. Okay, so I just let you to run, let you to run with the tempo because there's so many tempos flexibility there. Okay, but however, now you actually play too fast, and then those notes, the touch and those notes is no longer clear. Okay, so could you put your both hands on the piano? Okay, all right. Oh, on the second note, just right hand. Okay, so could you play just the first measure? Stop here. I remember I mentioned this to you before. For this part, I need a little clearer and a brighter touch. In other words, I would like you to hit a little bit here. So what does that mean? It means I need you to lift your finger a little bit and then just do this. Huh. Hit. All right, but of course, light hitting. Okay, this is not the part you need to put in a lot of the weight. It's not. Okay, all right. Unlike the most of the part in the first 2 pages, but just kind of tiny little bit of this, like that. Okay, all right. Try. Still right hand with pedal. Every finger have to do the same. Okay, and then every part. In the beginning was fine. That was good. That have to go with that too. Not too much weight, but however, just using the weight, pretty much just this part. To create kind of a little brighter, kind of like hitting a triangle, that kind of sound. Ding, 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 like this. Try it. Still with that. No, pay attention to your 4th finger. Your 4th finger is kind of lazy, staying down. All right. Wrong finger. No. So because you have so many notes to play, and the last note of that trio which sounds like the main note. Okay, so what does that mean? You want the main note to be on the right timing. So which means you better steal the time from the previous note. Listen. You understand what I mean? Right after I play this, I immediately to run the trio. So the last note of the trio will be pretty much on the time that the 16th note should happen. Understand what I mean? Okay, yeah. So could you start from that measure? But don't rush the E. Don't rush. Okay, don't affect the note, the second note of that group. You understand what I mean? Just the note right before you play that trill. Okay, don't affect that one. Once again. That's right. Okay, that's right. That's the idea. Understand what I mean? Okay, so now put into your left hand. Alright. So now play whatever tempo, but not too fast. But when you go back home this week, I do need you to work with my hand. So let's play this part. That part, alright? Okay. But you can play whatever tempo you feel the most comfortable. No. Your fingers start to stick to the key surface. Get up. Hit. Alright, once again. That's right. Don't do. Alright. No, your left hand have to match the last note of the trill, not the first note. Alright, now, okay, so. Your left hand going too early. Wait for your right hand to finish that trill, okay? That's the idea. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. No, your left hand going too early. Can you tell? You can tell. Okay, good. Left hand still too early. Left hand still too early. Now go all the way to here. So. Okay, yeah, no, let's play slower. Alright. Yeah, that was good. One more time. faster, then you will get it right. Okay, all right. So basically, this whole part, I need a very clear touch. So that has to come from your little triangle hitting stick. Okay, all right. But you need to be consistent. Now, some of them you get up, some of them you didn't get up. Then the tone will be different. Okay, all right. So, let me see how fast that tempo to you. I know that's a very slow tempo, not a performance tempo. But let's try from it. Can you try one more time? Because it's two measure with that tempo, even slower. Don't forget to lift your finger. I actually complete stories because I hope you can take care of everything. When I say everything, I'm talking about the touch, all right, and also the trill thing, okay, all of them, okay, all right. So back to the setting I did to you. This basically is what I would like you to do. So let me write that over here. So for that first movement, 37 to 61 and 138 to 162. All right. This whole parts I would like you to do with metronome from as slow as 30. Control the note from around 30 to 45. Okay, so even 46 is okay, but it doesn't matter. 45 is fine. Okay, so basically this, okay, in 2 or like 2. I know I can't divide that, but that's all right, you know. So basically, that's about the tempo you will need for performance. So don't do too fast. Okay, all right. We need a very clear and consistent touch. Basically, I need you to lift and fingers and hit like that. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So you know, I have to stop now, but tomorrow I will see you, and actually we'll get more time tomorrow. So I'm keep talking about this. Okay. So tomorrow I may not run the rehearsal again. I will just spend time to talk about your two pieces. Okay, unless we really have time. Okay. All right.